of the midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85.
Take a look at Chicago, you can smell it in the air. There's a hungry team called the Soldier Field going nuts, jumping out their chair. Teams rather be anywhere but here. We don't care if it's below zero. Better tougher for the snow, we still gon' break holes. If we win the point flip, we choosing to kick. Cause we got a defense that love to hit. Polarize the link with our smash mouth D's. Slicing up teams like Mike Singletary. Forever repping the seat, making Papa Bear proud. Giving Chicago something to shout about.
We the Bears, monsters of the
here immediately for the next game. We are here. I knew this would be a problem because we knew we had the top 3 DBs out. That was, an
not
issue.
top 3,
it was
top
concerning.
5. Top 5.
Well, no, no, because I mean we still have safety. We take DBs, we're not just cornerbacks. We don't have top 5 cornerbacks out either. That's not true either. But we do have our top 3 starting cornerbacks are gone. We still have our safeties, right? We had a couple of safety, but it did not look good. We weren't able to stay with anyone running routes well. We weren't able to put pressure on a QB, even if he was, off the street for a while. I mean, I know he knows the team, but he was not there for a long time. So, man, it just didn't look good.
Yeah.
Offensive line, left tackle looked awful.
Yep.
Caleb, I feel like I'm making too many excuses for him at this point now. I feel like because I'm not a huge fan, I'm making excuses for him. And it's not looking good. He's not doing well. He needs to stop with this whole, I'm trying to pick my choices, my times where I'm going to do this Superman stuff. He needs to stop saying that. Because the truth is right now, that's not him yet. He needs to be a regular quarterback and hit the open receiver. So I think he's trying to run before he walks, and I think that's part of the issue. And he's scared. I don't think he trusts his offensive line. So, what did you guys see in this week's game for the Bears and the Ravens? Grant, why don't you go first, and then Barry, you next?
Yeah.
Like I said, I mean, the film, the All 22 showed a lot of missed opportunities. The first 2 drives, the first play was 15 plays, got down the field, and ended up with a field goal. And what I don't understand is that we keep having this conversation every week with Caleb as far as, okay, we know you like Roma Dunze. We know you like Roma Dunze. Okay, we get it. But at the same time, you have to know that, DJ Moore is on your team. You got Luther Burden's also on your team. Like I said, you got Zacchaeus that had 7 catches for 33 yards. 7 catches for 33 yards. That's not, I mean, like I said, I know you're comfortable with him, but it's just not somebody you want to get the ball to. That should be DJ Moore, 6-7 catches.
No, I don't know if that's the truth. I don't know if getting to Zacchaeus is the problem. Because you throw the ball to the open guy.
Yeah.
Problem is, too often he's not throwing the ball to the open guy. He's throwing the ball to Zacchaeus when he's stopped.
Right.
Instead of hitting someone that's a slot receiver on the run. These are the issues that he's having. He is not accurate enough, and he needs to really figure out why he's this bad. He's this poor accuracy wise.
Yeah. One more point I'm going to say is that this was a beat up Ravens defense.
Yeah.
This was a beat up Ravens defense, and the offense had no Lamar Jackson. So for them to score 30 points, and then I'm looking at Tyler Huntley's stat, who just got off the street. Was he 17 for 22 for 159 yards? And he had rushed for 53 yards. Let me see. Yeah. 17 for 22, 186 yards, 1 passing touchdown.
He hit a lot of multiple passes in a row. A lot of ones in a row.
Most of the Zay Flowers, who they said he had a connection with. They kind of grew up in the same neighborhood, a connection with.
Yeah, they went to the same, lived in the same area.
There's no excuse. And like I said, we played down to the competition. And, I just I just feel like
Okay.
this could have been easily winnable game. That's just me.
Okay. Go ahead, Baron.
Yeah. At a certain point, I kind of was like, okay, we're just going to lose this game. This is going to be one of those type of games where we will have chances to get the game, to win the game, but we will sell them, and then we kind of lost it ourselves. But man, everything kind of just looked off the whole game. Everything looked just generally off.
Okay. What up, Alec? Alex in the building saying, how's my favorite Bears podcast is doing? We talking about Caleb Williams. We're going to have to, man. We're gonna, and here's the issue I'm having with Caleb. I'm looking at his stats. 25 or 38 for 285 and an interception. It sounds better than it really was. But every week he does it. It sounds better than it really is because players are wide open. I think Grant sent this. I want you to break this down and tell everybody what we're looking at.
Okay, so this is the all 22 for what I saw earlier today, breaking down what happened on the first drive of the game. They do a play action. He rolls out. I think it's going to be. I think it's like a second and short, maybe on this play. You have Luther Burden right here going towards the corner. You have Colston Loveland in the flat. I see Luther Burden going to the corner. If Caleb looks up and sees him here, that's a touchdown.
It's easy pass.
Easy touchdown. So, he's looking over here at Loveland and looking at the corner on him. It's like he doesn't see him up here. So what something pertains to me is people can say what they want about Ben Johnson's offense, saying that the play calling was bad and whatever. He might be limited because of stuff like this.
I don't think any play calling is bad. I see open players every play. I don't think I've seen that one issue play calling. Right. But I've seen plays like this with someone open all the time. And he's making poor decisions, or he's starting to realize his accuracy when he's rolling out is not good, especially rolling out to his left.
Yes. And
which is an issue because I mean you're faking to your left and then you're rolling out. You should be able to square from this point. You should be able to square and it's straight ahead. But he's having a hard time seeing the field as it's going. As the play is running, he can't see the field. And I'm wondering, why is that? Has he never had to do those things? This is an issue. Yeah.
The funny thing about it, I didn't get a chance to see what happened. The next exact play, they run. They had DJ Morris and Kias on one side, and they had Colston Loveland and Odunze on another side. He has Kyle Monungai open in the flat, and he ends up taking a sack.
Yeah.
This happens the next play. So, like I said,
that speaks to the same thing, right? Though that speaks to him not having a problem with seeing the field.
Mm-hmm.
He's having a problem. I think Barron talked about this last week. His pre-snap decisions. He's having a problem with going from pre-snap to post-snap, seeing what's going on and making a decision. And you know it was really funny is because he was a star college player, right? He was this otherworldly college player. And then you look at players that like Jalen Hurts, specifically, that have had a hard time in college, right? That seem to understand how the play goes and is able to see, and he can't throw the ball as well as Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams has ability, but I think he believes too much in his ability and not enough in his studying. Hence, the last play of the game. It wasn't like we were going to come back, but you see how you that sidearm throw? No, bro. Move your feet, get down, throw the damn ball. Why are you being lazily trying to throw an underarm pass? Like, it doesn't make any freaking sense. Sidearm pass made no sense at all to do it. It was totally inaccurate. It's because he's doing it lazily, thinking I'm relying on my ability more than my actual knowledge of the game and moving my feet, my footwork. He gets lazy. And it happens. That's what the ball teams just sail on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alex says, I love the all 22 film. Great way to see a player progression and their line of thinking as they improve game over game. And I think you have to. So play action actually works well with this offensive line right now. Yeah. Because we have a problem at left tackle, guys.
A serious one.
I've been saying this every week. Everyone, oh no, not that. Benedict is awful. He is awful. You know, but it was already that way. We have a problem at left tackle, and we have a problem at defensive end because we can't get any pressure. We spend $16 million on the defensive end.
He's terrible.
Can't get pressure.
He's terrible. Adingbo's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. We know I just told you we have a top 3 cornerbacks out. Kyler Gordon's on IR. He's not going to be here for 4 weeks, right? Jalen is out for probably at least 4 weeks. Yet we haven't called not one player, not one person up. You've seen we have problems. But you don't want to even try to see if defensive back. We had 7 players come out and try out today. 7.
Only one of them are corner. One of them is a corner.
Let me read you what they are, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Barton, Utah, offensive tackle. Jake Hanson, center, Oregon. Royce Newman, Ole Miss, guard. Andrew Stuber, Michigan, offensive tackle. DJ Johnson, Oregon, linebacker. Rashad Weaver, Pittsburgh, linebacker. And Jeremiah Martin, Washington, defensive end. Did anyone hear me say defensive back?
Nope.
Do we have the best left guard in the game? Jonah Jackson has played very well the last 2 weeks. I'm looking at it and I'm like, why are you not bringing a DB in? You think you did well at DB? We have the best 1-2 punch and wide receiver coming in this weekend. And we didn't call not one DB with all the health concerns we have in our defensive backfield.
It's concerning. It's very, very head scratching. It's what the hell are we doing? I mean, like I said, I don't know if Poles is like watching the games or he's just like, hey, whatever. But like I said, the proof is in the pudding. We let Tyler Huntley pretty much tear us apart.
He may not got a lot of yards, but he pretty much dotted us all game.
He looked comfortable in the pocket. We got no pressure on him.
Mm-hmm.
And we couldn't stop Zay Flowers, who, like I said, I don't understand why Alontae Taylor should be on a flight here tonight. I don't see what the hell is going on here. Like, we just put our second best corner on IR. We don't know when Tyreek Stevens is coming back. These are unknowns.
Mm-hmm.
This could be your season. This down this stretch right here.
Hey, it happened last year. 4-2. And what happened last year? We didn't win not one. We only won one game the rest of the season.
So what it's looking like for me this weekend, this is going to be a shootout. And if the Bears don't keep up on the offensive side, we might get blown up by 40. I mean, that's just the reality.
Field goals. All right, Alex says, Caleb leads the league in hero ball. He is the main reason why the offense is not more explosive. Put a more experienced QB there, and they will be fighting be fighting to win the division. I don't think no lies. There were no lies spoken in this comment. None.
Yeah.
My issue is still the same thing. Like, you think of yourself as this superhero, this Superman, this superhuman thing, instead of just being a football player and being a quarterback and being someone that everyone believes in because you're going to get them the ball and let them do their thing. And then let the team tell you, hey, you're something special. Don't come in saying, I'm something special, let me show you, and then not show nothing. I've always had the same issue. You know, I've always said this about Caleb Williams. When you haven't had to learn the offense, you've had the offense built around you, you hadn't had to learn it yourself, I always have an issue with that quarterback. Right? And that same thing happened in high school, same thing happened in college. He's so super talented, because I don't want anyone thinking I don't think he's talented, because I really do. I think his arm talent is special. I think he can make any throw. There's times where he hits 1, 2, 3, ball out, and it's beautiful. He's inconsistent. He doesn't understand the offense. And I'm trying to hold myself back because I know the facts that you don't learn an offense that fast. You just don't.
Yeah.
But am I making an excuse for him?
No.
You know,
No.
that's am I
I
making more
also
excuses
think
for
he
him or
also
not?
has I think I also know it. He has some bad habits. His footwork's bad. He tends to get caught up staring at one person.
Mm-hmm.
He's only goes like 3-2 and then just checks down.
I think the problem with him also is he can't hit the layups, which I've alluded to that before,
Mhm.
and he doesn't throw his checkdowns. He has to get in the habit of throwing checkdowns. If he doesn't throw checkdowns, and if you
I
can
don't
throw a
think he
check down.
doesn't. Right? Do you think he doesn't throw his check downs, or is the problem he doesn't know when is the proper time to hit his check downs? Because I
He
feel
doesn't know
like
when the proper,
Yeah,
he
like
doesn't
a
know when
lot
the
of
proper
times I
time to
feel
hit
like
his
there's
check down.
more. Like he's checking down at the wrong time.
I read something on Twitter the same day as the game after the game was over, and I told my dad this, and I said he makes everything look hard. Like I'm just like he makes the easy plays look harder than what they're supposed to look like, and I know it's easy for us from being
it's not
fans.
everything though. It's not everything because there's times when I look at Caleb and there's a play, I'm like, there's no other quarterback could have made that play.
Oh, of course,
Not Pat
of
Mahomes.
course,
That's how Pat Mahomes. That's really it.
but
Like
I just don't.
besides Patrick Mahomes, there are times where I'm watching him make a play that no other quarterback can make. Then there's times where he doesn't make a play that there's 40 other quarterbacks in the world that can make, and that's the problem. That huge chasm, you shouldn't be going through that huge of a wave. It doesn't make any sense to go from a top tiered, no one else is better than you talent wise, to you can't make the simple play.
Mhm.
And I think that what you pointed out, this tells you that exactly.
That's a damn layup. That's a damn layup. I don't care what nobody's. That's a layup, and you're not even looking at this guy. That's the problem I have. What are you looking at over here? So,
and it's just not like we're just one play. It was this all the time. He's just he's not accurate. He's not doing a great job right now, but I do believe that he has the talent. I just don't want to waste another year.
We saw it even during the last drive. We saw it with like the pass to DJ. That was a great pass. That was a great catch.
prayer.
Then you ask, why did you wait to the end of the game to throw the ball to DJ?
That was a damn prayer. That was a prayer. That wasn't even like, you know what? He said y'all will be okay coaching the locker and play calling. We just alluded to this earlier. I don't think we don't think it's the play call.
No, it's like it feels like it's like he's just a roulette quarterback. It's like, hey, sometimes he'll do great, sometimes he'll just absolutely horrible. It'll be like that for every play.
The media's going to ask. Go ahead, Brian.
No, I'll say here's the thing when we're talking about play calling. The only thing I had a problem with, as far as what Ben Johnson is, you're supposed to be an offense that's predicated on running the ball.
They stopped running the ball,
and
early.
we stopped running the ball, even though DeAndre Swift was doing a great job. Colin Monangai was doing an okay job, but we just stopped running the ball.
And
we only had to run the ball 23 times, and we threw the ball 38.
And you saw it throughout the game. It was like after 13, we shut down because we threw the ball too much.
Mm-hmm.
They knew what we were going to do. They started like the first 3 drives. Even though how badly Caleb played, he did enough to get the points. Did enough.
He doesn't score though. He's not.
That's the thing. That's what I got mad about.
He just doesn't have. He doesn't have that. I don't know if you ever developed this. But he's had to have that mentality where he's saying, we get down in the red zone, we're scoring a touchdown. There's no damn field goal. We're not doing this. We're scoring a touchdown. I just don't see the leadership killer instinct. You have that thought on the old line receivers. Hey, we get down here, we know we scoring. There's just the imp there. We don't know. Go ahead, Brian.
I don't know. For me, this is something I don't know if his team will die for him.
No,
and that's a very weird thing to say. I understand anyone outside of football would be like, but there's quarterbacks where your O-line will lay down everything for that quarterback. There's receivers that will lay out for a quarterback. You know, I don't know if that's what he is. And Deuce, you say, hey, I'm a Rams fan. I've been where y'all at. No, but you've had it for what, the last 4 or 5 years, 5 years. Matt Stafford, who the team will do anything for. And I don't know if Caleb is that guy. But here's the thing. Matt Stafford took 11 years in Detroit not being that guy. Does it just come eventually?
Sometimes you could be born with that leadership. You could be born with it. Certain guys, they have to develop into that leader. I just don't. In Caleb, in my opinion, with Caleb, I don't even think he knows.
St. Louis there too. You're right.
Yeah, he has. Yeah,
but you had the greatest surf. You had the greatest show on turf. No.
They had Bolger after that. Was it Mark Bolger after that?
Yeah, but they had the greatest show on turf. Yeah. We're talking about, Deuce, I'm 40. I haven't seen the Super Bowl, bro. I'm 40. I haven't seen it. You had Kurt Warner. You had some good quarterbacks. There was a list today of the quarterbacks that have been in Minnesota, Detroit, and Chicago versus the quarterbacks that have been in Green Bay. We have almost 40 quarterbacks within their 3. That's how long it's been, man. That's how long it's been. It's a long time.
Yeah. But like I said, I just think he just doesn't have that leadership that you could say, you know what, we go ride out with this guy. Like I see when people mention Caleb, I mean, in the interviews, you can see that, well, he's our quarterback now and we're going to support him. That's PR. But I really want to know, if I were to talk to DJ Moore behind the scenes, what would he view Caleb? I'm just being honest. Roman's not going to say that he's getting the ball every damn of the damn play. But how do the Cole Kmets, the DJ Moores, how do they feel about this guy? So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sitting here. I can't argue. I want to argue the point. I want to be supportive of Caleb. I really do. I'm looking at it. I have eyes. I'm watching these games. I just don't know.
He played bad the last 3 games. He's played bad the last 3 games. The defense, the key thing too, they had no turnovers Sunday. 0. None.
Yeah. But isn't that Caleb right now? Caleb threw an interception. The Bears, they weren't able to get anything because the defensive backs are so poor, so bad. Guys are wide open. Mark Andrews did fumble the ball, right?
Yeah, they
just fumbled it out of bounds, right? So I mean, they were doing stuff, but just the defensive backs weren't there.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm just saying, this is not a bad team. This is something that's fixable. But it does look like an 89 team. This looks like an 89 team, and I'm hoping that we get there. I'm hoping that we can get there because I'm not sure that we won't blow up. And I'm tired of Ryan Poles. I am tired of Ryan Poles. And you want to know why? Right here. This is why I'm tired of Ryan Poles right here. The Patriots are sending Keon White to the 49ers. The New England Patriots got a 2026 6th rounder for a 2026 7th rounder and White. So trading a 6th for a 7th, and you get another opportunity with a 6'5", 285 defensive end that was a top second rounder because he doesn't fit in that system anymore.
He had 5 sacks last year.
5 sacks. Yeah. That would have been tops in the Bears. I don't know, man. I look at Ryan Poles. We don't get defensive backs. We don't let me go over our draft. Let's look at our draft from last year, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Colton Loveland. Fine. He's a decent pick. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, he's a decent pick. You should have got left tackle, but it didn't fall your way. Fine. Okay. Then where do they go next, guys? They go lose Burden, right? Yeah. You should get a running back. Be like, oh, man, this is a cool toy. I need this cool toy. So you go get Luther Burden. Well, if you were going to get Luther Burden, why the fuck didn't you get left tackle in the first round then?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so now let's go. Who else did we get in the second round?
Trapillo. Yeah.
Trapillo. Guess what he is? He's a backup right tackle. You already had a great right tackle, and you got another backup right tackle in the second round. Who else did we get in the second round?
Shamar Turner just tore his ACL.
Tore his ACL. He hadn't played the entire time and played crap the entire season. He gets on the field, tears his ACL. What about next? What next? What next did we get, guys? Do you guys know?
Who was it? Luke Newman, right?
Luke Newman. Come on, guys. What the hell are we doing?
At least we got Calvin Unguy the 7th.
We could have. There's so many running backs we could have got. Calvin Unguy is probably the best player that we got in that draft, or the most important for this team.
Yeah.
You know, Luther Burden is going to be good, but once again, Luther Burden and Costa Lovett don't make sense because one of them should have been left tackle.
It also doesn't make sense because your damn quarterback can't get to the damn ball. You drafted a tight end, and the quarterback isn't a tight end. Doesn't throw the ball to tight ends since college.
Dude says, I figure y'all bounce back with the Bengals and lock in. I don't know. We're down our top 3 cornerbacks, and we got Joe Flacco. All he does is get the ball to his receivers with the number one, the best number 1 and best number 2 receiver in the damn game. I'm worried.
If I'm Caleb, I'm taking notes on the sideline.
Then y'all beat the Giants, and real test is the Vikings, but the Vikings aren't that great. If we could beat the Bengals, all of a sudden you're looking good. All of a sudden you could be a 7-3 team. That's if you could beat the Bengals, but that's why you need to be doing things, bringing people in, figuring out what's going to be up with your defensive backs. If Deshaun Wright is your best defensive back, you have a bad defensive backfield.
That's a problem. He was on the street last year.
No, he was a practice squad player.
He was a practice squad.
Basically on the street.
No, practice squad. Hey,
I mean, come on.
That's why people are not. We're people.
They're on a practice squad for a reason.
That's true. You're on practice squad for a reason because you don't have amazing talent, and there's opportunity to do more. There is. You know, I look at it and I'm like, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing, and we're yelling about something, but I do believe we have an opportunity to do something special, and we're not going to do anything special if you don't start to get off your butt, Ryan Poles. You got to do something, man. We don't have a left tackle. We do not. We have a body. We have a practice dummy at left tackle. You know how I know that? Because every time a defensive end goes against us, they just drive it into the backfield like a practice dummy sitting there.
Yeah, and you always see him, and Caleb always throwing it away for intentional grounding.
That's another problem.
Like he doesn't know the game.
Never seen a quarterback throw 2 intentional groundings in the same game. Ever. Never. And one of them, he's looking at the receiver, go the other way, and still throw it that way.
You know what? I feel like sometimes when I look at Caleb, sometimes I look at him and I feel like I'm watching, the replacements. Remember when the scab quarterback came, the starting quarterback came back to the team? He's like, I can't win with these players, He's throwing players like throwing out. This is the way I play. Like that's how sometimes I feel like he's thinking in his mind he is, but that's not who he needs to be. Right now he needs to be a guy fighting for the extra yard, fighting to get the ball to his players, and I don't see it from him right now. I don't see it. Yeah. And Deuce, this is right. Then run more. Y'all gotta make it happen. Win. You're right. Deuce, like literally, DeAndre Swift, if DeAndre Swift doesn't have 20 carries,
we're gonna lose.
You don't win. He needs to have 20 carries, and the offensive line needs to be dominating that game.
We need like 35-40 runs. We need 35-40.
We don't have enough running backs to do there. 35 running backs. Can you stop running the ball, DJ Moore?
He gonna get hurt doing that shit. Excuse my French.
DJ Moore has 2 carries for 3 yards. Stop letting him. He's not. He's a receiver. He's not a freaking running back.
If you're gonna do it, just put Travis Homer in. If at this point,
it's a problem because they're trying
to get an actual running back.
They're trying to find touches. They're trying to find touches, manufacture touches for DJ Moore. I don't understand why they're doing that.
Because you got to get that quarterback on board and understand he's freaking open all the damn time. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. So I don't know. He just got to get it together, because if I'm Ben Johnson, if this shit keeps happening through the rest of this year into next year,
there's nothing you can do about it. He's there. Caleb is going to be there, and that's why I want you to understand he's going to be here, and that's why you're trying to hope as much as you can. See, jet sweep makes sense because you actually can do a wide receiver with jet sweep. Stop trying to run of 24 power. You know,
it's a zone.
I'm sorry, 24 ISO. You try to run 36 power.
Have we ran a jet sweep?
Inside zone with DJ Moore. Inside zone.
Yeah, I don't know. We run the veer. Caleb Williams and DJ Moore. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing, guys.
We haven't ran a jet sweep once this year, I think. Once.
All right. So on the other hand, our defense didn't do a great job of stopping the run. Didn't do a great job of stopping the pass. It felt like, once again, that no matter what Tyler Huntley was going to do, it was going to succeed.
Yeah.
Only time he missed the pass when he overthrew it. It didn't look good. It didn't look good for a defense. So what can we do to change this?
We need to probably sign the ghost of Julius Peppers, probably sign the ghost of Richard Dent, and probably sign the ghost of Deion Sanders. That'll come on the field and help us out.
Dude, I don't know. Y'all know how good Julius Peppers is.
Yeah.
I don't know. Julius Peppers, when he went to North Carolina to play basketball, right? Everyone's, oh man, he's pretty good. He's a pretty good athlete. And he's like, oh man, I actually play football. And they're like, oh, what position do you play? He's like, I'm running back. This dude's 6'7", 250 pounds, running back, right? They're like, what running back? How good are you? And they didn't realize how good he is. And then they saw a magazine and they looked it up and said Julius Peppers is the #1 player in the world. There's not a player. And it just said, what's position? It said athlete. It said, whatever position you put him on the football field, he's going to be the best. This dude has a 40-inch vertical. He jumps over cars. He jumps over everybody. He can run through people. Dude, Julius Peppers would be an all-pro whatever position he was going to be at. You know, yeah. So I don't know if we're going to get another Julius Peppers.
We just got. Is it pretty much required that we actually have to put Booker back on the 40-man on the?
He's already on it. They put it on him today. Yeah. Because Dominic Robinson's out with a high ankle sprain. And Shamar Turner tore his ACL.
He tore his ACL. Yep.
So we
don't have enough defensive linemen.
He better be as good as he was during preseason.
I wouldn't expect him to be like right out the gate of Hall.
No, not that, but at least be like close to that. Be close to that, and that'll actually help us a lot.
But Brian said it's going to hurt.
Bear down.
It's going to hurt because he can't stop the run. So that's going to hurt too with him being on the field also. So and Dexter.
But yeah, we
need to figure out a way to start the defensive line. Be stout on defensive line. I mean, honestly, Adedingbo can go down the defensive tackle, really, because he's not doing anything at defensive end. So move him down. He's the same size. I mean, he's a big, strong dude. So let him play, as a rush at defensive tackle in this defense. Go ahead, put a rush at defensive end, but you got to make sure you're keeping playing the edges. You have to make sure you're keeping that.
Play contain.
Yeah. If you're not keeping keeping the contained, then you're gonna have a problem. So if you could do that, then you can start to see what we could do in different packages. And we're gonna have to do that because if you don't put pressure on Joe Flacco, he will tear us a new one. He really will.
Yeah.
If he's sitting back there and just patting the ball and his 6'7" frame, he's going to just throw the ball all over the place. Jamar Chase is going to have 180 yards. T. Higgins is going to have 120 yards and 4 touchdowns. Like that was what happened. You have to figure out something, and that starts with the coaching staff and with the players.
I don't even know if you could send any blitzes this week because your DBs, your secondary is not really strong right now. I don't know how Dennis Allen's hands are kind of tied right now.
I think he has to though.
You think he has to blitz?
I think he has to.
He has to make a move.
He was
Yeah.
That
he
Shamar
moved to
Turner
the
injury
end.
hurt. Yeah, he was starting to round into shape. How do we know? He hasn't been able to play early. He doesn't play late.
They moved him to D end for a little bit. They moved him out from the D tackle spot to D end.
And he looked
And
better. He actually looked better at defensive end. So and he was actually getting a little pressure on and able to beat his man on the 1-on-1s. It
So
sucks.
he might have to
PFF
have
grade went up. He had the
we have to
lowest
try to switch
PFF grade. He had the lowest PFF grade of all rookies until he moved to D end. He went up to like 60. I mean, which is still not great, but it went up 30 points, damn near.
Yeah.
Where he was at.
Oh, Prince, that's his true position. That is his true position.
He's defensive end.
He's a big defensive end, and Dial true position might be defensive tackle.
Yeah, no, I think there's no doubt. He used to play both. Dio used to play both. He used to play defensive tackle and defensive end. So there's just things that we have to figure out. Ben Johnson is going to have to make sure that he remembers to run the ball. He has to control the way the offense is going to go. If you don't control this game, make sure you slow down the game or actually speed up the game by running and keep the clock running. Keep the ball away from that offense. You have to help Dennis Allen. Dennis Allen is without, once again, his top 3 corners. That's hard. Don't ask him to be able to do all these things. It's impossible. But you have to start working together. The coach staff has to work together to find a game plan that's going to work against these Bengals. Okay. Is there anyone that you think that we should be looking at besides our defensive backs we already talked about?
Edge, but there ain't really out.
There was there. They were
tackle.
there, but you could have made the play we just talked about. You could have done that, but I mean, I don't know if left tackle. Even if you bring a left tackle in, they'll have to understand your scheme.
Right.
So we're at the point where I don't like Benedict. I think Benedict is not a good. It's not even a serviceable left tackle right now. But I do believe Benedict knows the offense, and the problem is if Benedict's the only one that can actually move his feet enough. Trapillo looked like he just can't do. Well, here's a good question. He said, "So what's up with Trapillo? That seems like a waste of a pick." Yeah, at this point, what the? Yeah,
he's a right tackle. That's what he is.
He's a right tackle, and you drafted a guy at a position that you are already the best on the line. Like he's literally a star. He's a stud right tackle. So why we get another right tackle? I don't know.
I mean, at this point, do you want to think we should probably, if it gets to the point now, will you move Tooney to left tackle and put Newman in there?
No.
Or wait for Kyron Imagaji to come back from his IR stint?
No, I don't want him in the game either.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Braxton Jones is hurt for some reason, so we don't. I don't know.
I think because they're trying to trade him.
Yeah, I don't
know. No, he's on IR. You can't trade him.
He's on IR now. You're right. He's on IR. He went on there with
Kyler.
He went on He's at Kyler.
So I don't know where you go at with this point. Do you stick it out with Theo the rest of the year, or you may move? You gotta do something because, like I said, with Caleb right now. Don't trust in his offensive line. We're looking like every other Sunday. We don't know what offense we're gonna get. We're gonna give a pressure. What are we gonna do? That's polls for you, though, man. I mean, we could have had left tackle 3, 4, 5 times in the past.
Yeah, you know what? I want Ariante. Surrey. I thought that he would have been good enough to let you know that you could have got him in the second round with one of those 3 picks. And I don't know, man. If y'all go to Cincinnati and lock in, y'all can win. We can. If we had all of our healthy people, I think it'll be a definite. Like we should. Right now, we don't have a lot of healthy, so it's going to matter a lot on coaching. It's going to be a lot on
it's going to be
scheming.
Unnecessarily close game.
And hopefully, we don't have the referees doing too much.
Yeah, because that was horrible. That was horrible.
That push off from DeAndre.
No, he grabbed his face mask and just pulled
off. It's awful. So
yeah.
Okay. So what do we need to do against Cincinnati right now? What do we need to do to be
shell. Too high shell, all the time.
You can't do that. You can't do that with Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco will tear you apart.
You're gonna have to run man at some point. Even though we can't keep running the cover. If we do cover 2, he's going to tear us apart with that shit. Or cover 3.
I think you have to make a decision.
You want to play like? Do you want like?
You're going to have to look at Chase Brown and say you're going to have to be the one to beat us because we're going to bracket both T. Higgins and Jamar Chase and even bracketing. No, you're not bracketing Soviets.
No, not that. Like, so Silva's Brown. You're going to have to be.
No, you're not going to bracket. You're going to double. So I'm saying double team basically. You're going to have to double team these T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. You're going to have to. And even then, even with double teams, you're probably still going to give up yards. And then hopefully that your defensive line can put enough pressure on Joe Flacco that you can stop the run. That has to be your scheme. That has to be what you could do.
No. Tyreek ain't going to be back. That's too bad.
Yeah, Tyreek, we don't know yet, but it does not look good.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It doesn't look good for Tyreek, and that's why I'm like, I don't know what we're gonna do if we don't have the top 3 corners.
On the offensive side of the ball, I'm gonna say this. Who knows how? Have you heard anything about Cole Kmet's injury?
Yeah, that he still might be in. They think that he might still be out.
Okay, so if he's out, we got to make sure we're still trying to run the ball. Run the ball 40, maybe 50 times if we can. But I also think too, get the screen game going. They didn't really throw that many. Like I'm talking about screen bait to your running back. I didn't see. I saw one.
It worked once.
No,
one
it did
time
work.
It worked.
Yeah, and the other time Caleb threw a ball that was just not
right.
It didn't work.
So I would say if to make it for this, I think we should get DJ Moore involved early, right out the gate. Right out the gate. Get him a couple stop routes.
And they're playing against probably the worst defense in the league.
Right.
By a long shot.
Right. Mm-hmm. So I would say get him involved early. And then
target their corner. You can target their corners. They're very targeted.
No, you can't. Stop.
They have good corners?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I forgot. Inaccurate quarterback.
Yeah, it doesn't matter right now. We need to be able to play our game.
Yeah.
I think
right now.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying right now, I think with what we have going on with the struggles, if we make the true adjustments, run the ball. That's the main emphasis, run the ball. But like I said, if you could get DJ Moore involved, it'll open up everything else for Rome to get open, for the tight ends to get open, stuff like that. So that's all I can say right now. But
you know what's funny though? I think it's funny because I think Caleb understands that Rome Odunze, how important Rome Odunze is to getting the ball to. You do need to get in the ball. But you know the best way to get Rome Odunze the ball? Get DJ Moore the ball.
Get DJ Moore the ball. It'll open up more opportunities for Rome.
It opens up so much for Rome Odunze. If you are looking for DJ Moore and you're getting the ball to him and the teams have to overplay him, Rome Odunze 101 is going to win his battles. But when you're trying to throw the ball and force the ball to him, you're going to create other problems. If he only goes from there, we run the ball. We can run the ball, especially up to the right. I actually like when they put Trapillo on in and they're running, going unbalanced right, unbalanced left. I actually like what they're doing. That I think that makes a lot of sense, especially because you can't get movement on the left side. So you just go with both of them, especially you don't have Cole Kmet. So you're going unbalanced right or unbalanced left. It makes a lot of sense. You're pulling you're pulling your guards, you're pulling your tackles. You're trying to make these plays. I like do those things.
It worked, and they actually worked. It actually worked.
Also, move the damn launch point. The first 3 when they moved the launch point, Caleb felt more comfortable. He got guys.
What happens when Caleb can't throw on the run?
He can't.
He can only throw it to the right.
He only can run. He only can sprint out to the right. He does a much better job sprinting out to the right than he does to the left. That's what it is. The dude said at least score 30 and get some takeaways. We can do that maybe, but if Stevenson's there. If Stevenson's there, then we have a much better chance. If Stevenson's there, we got a better chance. If Cole Kmet, this is the first game Cole Kmet's ever missed.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think Roshan would help this backfield too. I think we need those 3 guys.
Okay, especially when it's like goal to go. We need
short yardage. Short yards that knows how to get in.
You're big. You're stronger than them. Run them over.
So, as Coach Lovey used to say, we need to get off the bus running the ball. I love it. Drew Pilgrim, I love it. That's exactly what we need. We need to be running the ball, controlling the clock, controlling the tempo of the game, deciding where you're going to play action. You make Caleb Williams more of a factor. Make sure hopefully he comes in accurate. I don't know if maybe he was nervous too, because playing in Washington, he didn't look good. Nervous because he was at home. Playing in Baltimore, he doesn't look good. Nervous because he's playing near home. Maybe that's it. Maybe he comes out, he's accurate, and does the best version of Caleb Williams. If we do that, then we win.
Yeah.
This is not rocket science at this time. Right now, this is not. This team needs certain things.
Yeah.
You know, and I get mad once again because of the whole draft, because the needs that we had in the draft are the same needs we have right now. That's stupid. That should never be the case. But it is right now. So we just have to go with what you got. And I'm telling you guys, Caleb is not going anywhere. So let's just get behind him and let's hope that he figures out what's going on. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
The best case scenario is that he figures this stuff out. But to figure it out, I think he has to make sure that he is a quarterback, not trying to be Superman.
He needs to let go. Stop. Just play ball. Stop trying to do all this extra stuff. Just play ball. Stop saying you're Superman. Stop saying I got this ability. How about you just be a quarterback and let your team tell you when it's time to be Superman, because you've shown to them that you actually could do it. You haven't done it yet, bro. Calm down. Be everything you have. You have amazing talent, but now you got to succeed. Yeah. As of right now, would you rather have Drake May or Caleb Williams? Drake May's playing better. Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Played better last year. He's playing better this year. Would you rather have Bo Nix or Caleb Williams?
Caleb Williams.
Because Bo Nix also
makes the system.
He makes the same type of dumb plays. He makes the same type of dumb plays.
He's lucky Sean Payton's out there. I'm taking Caleb over that. I'm taking Jaden Daniels over him, though. Jaden Daniels over Caleb. Jaden Daniels over him.
I would take Caleb over Penix because he has an injury problem. He has the injury bug.
I look at, but so does Jaden Daniels. I look at Caleb, and I think when I look at Drake May is playing better than Caleb.
Yeah.
I still would probably take Caleb over him.
Because I feel like
the upside.
Because I feel like this is his ceiling. This is his ceiling.
It's floor. I think this is Drake May's ceiling, and I feel like this is Caleb Williams' floor.
Yeah.
You know, so like we feel that way. Okay, so right now, basically, you're saying besides Jaden Daniels, he's still the guy that we would want to have. If that's the case, then we gotta stay behind him and hope he gets it.
Yeah. Because even though he's playing like this, I still feel like he's playing better than most of the people in his draft class. JJ hasn't been out there.
Most things we've had here.
Yeah, and that's depressing. That's depressing. That as bad as Caleb is, he's still better than most.
Yeah. True Pilgrim says, "Bruh, I'm an ACC fan. I've watched May for years. His talent is average at best. Yeah, I think this is the best you can get at Drake May. I think this is the worst that you get at Caleb Williams.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you're looking at it, as much as I get frustrated with Caleb, as much as I say you probably shouldn't have made that pick, he's still
doing. At least he's doing something. He's doing something.
Still top two quarterback.
So when do you hit the panic button?
There's no such thing as a panic button. You let him play all 4 years, and then you decide at the beginning of year 4. Is this my guy or not?
Yeah.
Till then, I'm putting all the resources behind him. Everything I got to put behind him. You made a decision. You got to work with it. The worst thing you could do is the half step. You can't be that guy. You got to give him all the opportunity. The same thing I say that you couldn't do with Justin Fields, you can't do this to Caleb Williams.
And he did it last time, so don't do it again.
Don't do it again.
Yeah, But I will say this, though. There's a question I need to add. I know obviously Poe's in here to answer it, but I just want to know with the scouting. When he scouted these quarterbacks in his past 2 years ago in this draft, other than the talent, what struck him about Caleb that separated him from everybody else? I'm not talking about the talent. I'm just trying to figure out what
Talent.
struck him
It's the
other
talent.
than the
That's
talent.
It's
Just
talent.
talent?
Like you can tell.
So-
You can tell he's one of the most talented quarterbacks in the last 10
So
years.
what the
You can
hell? I
tell.
mean, in my
Pops
opinion,
off the screen.
but I get that. But I'm talking about when you breaking down film with this guy, the leadership qualities, stuff like that. What if for me when I see him, there's a strike. It doesn't strike with me. I don't like you said earlier. I'm
Right.
not coming off the bus for this guy.
If
Thing
you
is, in that draft
have a
class, there's
top
only
pick, you have a top pick, right? There's
Mhm.
only a couple of things you could do. That you weren't going to go Jaden Daniels as number one. You just weren't. You were going to trade down if you really want Jaden Daniels. You weren't going to draft him at number one. You could have said, "I'm holding on to Justin Fields." Justin Fields hasn't been great either, right?
like they won that last game was mostly because they ran the ball very well.
No, I mean Justin
And
Fields he did good. He did good,
He
but
was
he's not.
good.
But he's not your Super Bowl winning quarterback. He's not. You know, so as much as I love Justin Fields, he's not that Super Bowl quarterback. That's just not him. Okay, so doesn't matter right now. You weren't unless you were going to get a haul. The whole everyone hates that word. The haul you're going to get for Caleb Williams. What can you do? You're still the Chicago Bears. Still the team that hasn't thrown for 4,000 yards in its entire lifespan. It's just never happened.
Mhm.
You're still that. You have to try to break the change. You have to try to break the same stuff over and over again that's happening. You have to. That's just real.
Yeah,
Caleb is the most physically gifted QB I've seen since Luck.
that's kind of it. Trevor.
No,
No,
I mean,
no,
no, I
Trevor,
think
hell no.
Caleb Williams is more talented than Trevor.
Yeah.
But does that? Here's my question to you, True Pilgrim. Does that matter? How much does it matter to be physically gifted? Let's look at the top 5 quarterbacks of all time. Let's argue this just real quick. I don't want to take too long with this. Top 5 quarterbacks of all time. Who's number 1?
Brady.
Pat Mahomes or Brady. Pat Mahomes or Brady.
I hate Tom Brady, but he's number 1. Who's number 2?
Pat Mahomes, I think, right now.
Joe Montana.
Manning's number 3, right?
Joe Montana, who's won 4, he was the GOAT before. You know, right? Yeah. So Joe Montana.
Manning
right.
number 3,
so,
right?
Manning. That's talent. That's talent.
You could go
That's
either
talent.
Peyton Manning,
Or Dan
Manning,
Marino.
then I
Marino?
have Dan Marino didn't win enough for me.
Yeah.
So,
Are we talking about physically gifted, or are we just talking about
I'm
winning?
just talking about who's the top 5 quarterbacks of all time. So I
Brady,
think now we got
Montana.
Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has to be in this discussion now. Okay.
Yeah.
In 5, I should agree with you. I got probably Elway 5. I probably have Elway 5. And,
So who you got
and
now?
Aaron Rodgers is coming up the side. If Aaron Rodgers wins another Super Bowl, he's going to end up being in the top 5.
Wait a minute. So you got Brady, Montana,
Mhm.
Manning.
Mhm.
Was it
Mahomes,
Mahomes and
Elway.
Elway?
Mhm.
Okay. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Marino's not in your top 10.
Not my top 5. It's not my top 5. Dan Marino's one of the most talented players that have ever played, but he didn't win it. So when that matters. It's another line on there when you talk about your all-time greats. If you never won one, it still matters. It still matters.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Dan Marino's just unbelievable talented, but sometimes you got to draw that line,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
let's look at that. Okay. Tom Brady, definitely
Not very talented. Not talented.
You know, he's a work hard guy, right?
Fifth
Yeah.
round pick.
Yep.
Or
Yeah.
sixth round.
He was the last, you know, well, I thought it was 7. He was the 5th round pick.
That was fifth round pick.
Fifth round pick, yeah.
Okay.
Round pick.
So Joe Montana, sorry. Joe Montana, 3rd round pick, right?
Yeah.
He had to work really, really hard.
Yeah.
Work really hard. He had to work. He had a lot of talent. He was in the right system. But he had to work really hard to get where he was.
Yeah.
Manning is though he's number 1 pick, he is the hardest working quarterback we ever seen, right? He was more prepared than anyone out there, right? He's not the best winner, but he's probably the hardest working, you know?
Yeah.
Pat Mahomes was the third quarterback picked in this draft.
Yeah.
Super talented, has to work hard, knows what's going on, knows where everyone's going to be. Had a great coach with him, but he was very coachable in himself.
Yeah.
Had to learn the system in Oklahoma State, like right.
That's
Texas Tech. I'm sorry, Oklahoma State. Texas Tech. He had to learn the system in Texas Tech.
True air raid.
And he had to learn how to play in the NFL. He had to learn.
Yeah.
Okay. And then John Elway is that dude. So John Elway is that dude. So there's no argument with that. But he also worked really, really hard. He began his career, get into the Super Bowl, and then get there until the end of his career again. But he's that dude. Okay.
Yeah.
But those guys all have to work. You have to work hard. You're not just talented. You never say I'm Superman. You're like, I have to be that guy everywhere. I need to be a leader. I need to be the hardest working person here. And I don't think Caleb's is there. I don't think he's there. And that might be what's holding him back.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. I don't think he's there right now. I think that he needs to get there. And not that he's not working hard. Not that he's not working hard. To be an all-time great, you have to be the hardest working.
You have to be borderline psychotic about it.
That's just where they are.
Mm.
So, I don't know. Okay. Real quick, guys, I want to go through a waiver wire. We're in week 9. Waiver wires are really important. Now that Cam Scatterboo is out. Did you see his hand? Did you see that injury?
Yes, I did. Oof, that's bad.
His ankle was like the other way. Okay. Dislocated his ankle. Oh my goodness. With that being said, the number 1 waiver wire pick is Tyrone Tracy. You needed Tyrone Tracy. You need to grab him as soon as possible. Hopefully you did it during the game. You put in the waiver request for Tyrone Tracy. Because they're going to have to run the ball, and he is going to get the bulk of it.
Yeah.
Any arguments with that?
Nope.
My number 2 is Tajay Spears. He is going to be, I said this at the beginning of the year, Tajay Spears is going to be the number 1 running back on that team.
Yeah.
He's going to be the number 1 running back on that team. And that's what we're seeing right now in front of our very eyes. Tajay Spears is becoming the number 1 running back already.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3. I still got Kyle Monunga.
Yep. I have him on.
He played well.
What about
an opportunity? He's going to get 10 to 12 touches every game. He's just going to.
What about Marks from Houston?
I have Marks way down my list. I have I'm gonna say I have Rashal Tuden, Jacksonville. Yeah, I have him high on my list. I have Brashard Smith, Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting the ball more and more on my list. The young guy who seems getting the ball and receiving, he's catching the ball. He seems to be really part of that offense. And that Kansas City might be your Super Bowl champion again by the end of the year, guys.
Yeah.
It might happen. So that's my top 5 guys going in. I know everyone's looking at Isaiah Davis and Tank Bigsby. I don't want to say anything about Isaiah Davis. I think they're going to be running the damn ball hard with the Jets. And everyone, the Bears, they wanted the Bears to go grab. No, he's not going to be available. Watch, it's not happening. So that's my running backs top 5. My wide receiver top 5. Honestly, Kayshon Boutte is the guy. New England is playing so well right now, and he's their number 1 receiver.
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs is number 2, but Boutte seems to be getting the ball a lot.
Dobbs, you put Dobbs up there? Romeo
Dobbs is actually over 60% owned, so I couldn't put him in my thing right now. I had Troy Franklin.
Yeah.
Denver.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Troy Franklin.
Franklin.
Marvin Mims too, right?
Yeah. I had Marvin Mims on my team. Troy Franklin is the dude.
Okay.
Marvin Mims works if you have kick return yards. And I did have kick return yards, and it worked really well for me. Because last week for me was by Mageddon. It was awful. You know, I won every single one of my matchups.
Yeah.
I won mine, but Baker Mayfield had a shit game against Detroit.
I almost had 200 points in every one of my matchups.
Jesus.
Oof.
I made some really good waiver wire picks. Really good waiver wire picks. It really worked. Alec Pierce is my third wide receiver. Coming out Indianapolis. I know Alec on Dynasty Pylon and Martin both really like Alec Pierce. They've talked really well about him, and it seems like they're right. You know, so I got Alec Pierce, and then my last one is Darnell Mooney. Darnell Mooney's gonna get the ball. Yeah.
Even though Kirk Cousins looks horrible.
Kirk Cousins looks like a shell of himself. Remember he used to be the Prime Meridian?
No, he played like playoff Kirk. He played playoff Kirk.
He played like primetime Kirk. He was primetime Kirk.
Yeah. No, he played like when the lights are on Kirk.
Yeah, exactly. Primetime Kirk. Hey, that's what it is. Primetime Kirk is now is terrible. All right. Tight end. Number one, I got Colston Loveland.
I got Loveland.
Loveland's number one. He's getting the ball a lot.
Did you say you did quarterbacks already, right?
No, I won't save quarterback to last.
Okay. Yeah, Colston Loveland is he's the one of the guys.
Even though we didn't he got like 4 for like 450?
Which is still pretty good for a tight end. And if Caleb Williams was worth the salt, he would have had a touchdown.
Yeah.
Just saying, man. And I know I'm the one who's pro Caleb Williams. This game he was not worth it, but he would have had a touchdown.
Yeah, 5 for 40. He had 5 catches for 5 catches for 38 yards.
It was 3 catches for 38 yards.
No, 5 targets. I'm sorry.
5 targets. Yeah, he had 3 catches for 38 yards. My next one is what's his name? Harold Fannin Jr.
Yep.
Cleveland. Even when they use it doesn't matter. Harold Fannin Jr. seems to be the number one guy. Now
he's always somehow open. Somehow.
I don't understand it. Number 3, I'm actually going to put Juwan Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
I've said this now. He's still under 24% owned, guys. Juwan Johnson.
Yeah.
My number 4 is still going to be Mason Taylor because I think Justin Fields throws with his tight end.
Yep.
Number 5, I don't know. I don't like this, but because it goes against everything else I was going before. But A.J. Barner seems to be in the ball at Seattle.
Yep.
Seems to get in the ball. So I don't know. As much as I want to put him lower, he's getting the ball too much from my liking, so I have to put him on my waiver wire list. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. QB. I want you guys to help me out with this.
Jackson Dart.
No.
Jackson Dart is actually over 60% owned right now.
No. Mac Jones?
Who is a leading quarterback, leading their division?
Daniel Jones?
Still under
Daniel Jones?
under 30%. Still under 30% owned. No.
Daniel Jones? Flacco?
He was a really good quarterback last year. He got and signed with a new team.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold is still 27% owned in all these leagues, guys. Sam Darnold is still available in most of the leagues. Crazy. He's killing it. He's throwing the JSN left and right like crazy. Like I told you he would. Like I told you he was. And JSN is that dude. I told you that.
Yeah.
Hey,
number 2. Where do we go for number 2? Who's the number 2 quarterback do you think I'm going to put on my list?
Flacco.
Joseph Flacco is way too old. Way too old.
Oh, so he is, especially this week.
JJ McCarthy, as much as I don't like him, JJ McCarthy is under 25% owned, is right now number 2 on my list as far as quarterback waiver wire guys.
I'm scared whoever's the
quarterback of the
Like,
Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, they're
yeah,
almost
I'm
doomed.
scared.
Doomed.
No, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt behind that line.
All right. Who do you have at
I
defense
saw
3?
that game. It looked horrible. At some point, it's like, just take him out. Take him out.
It's Kyler Murray.
Kyler
No.
Murray is still way too owned. He's 89% owned.
Brock
Jones.
There's a guy who is 34% owned. Plays in the AFC South. They didn't look great this week, but he was thought to be the second coming of that dude at quarterback. And
CJ Stroud.
More.
Trevor
CJ
Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
CJ Stroud is super owned. Trevor Lawrence is only 35% on, 34% owned right now, and he's available in most leagues. And I think he's a great waiver wire guy.
He's just like Caleb, too inconsistent.
He's too inconsistent. All right, and then my last guy on my 4-man quarterback list. He's probably one of the oldest quarterbacks in the NFL. Didn't have a great week this week. But his team is still good, and they're still Aaron Rodgers. Still number one in their division. They're still leading it by a lot. And Aaron Rodgers.
I'm scared. I'm thinking about that defense. Their corners suck. Their corners suck.
Here's my problem is I'm looking at Green Bay, and Green Bay is winning these games. Nothing about them surprises me. But Green Bay is winning these games. What I like about Pittsburgh is, they have a problem. You know what they do? They identify the problem. They make something happen. The New England trade Kyle Duggar and a 7th-round pick to Pittsburgh in exchange for a 6th-round pick. Another DB that we're looking for, Kyle Duggar.
You can't play corner. You can't play corner though. He can't.
He's 100% safety. He's 100% safety. That's not a question.
Yeah. He cannot come down.
Well, there are players out here that are available.
There's Lante Taylor. There's Week 1.
Right. I hate Green Bay. I don't like the color green. I don't like my grass. Sometimes I just want to let it burn just so I don't have to see it being green. Literally, I hate everything about Green Bay. Everything about them. They winning.
And winning. We need corners like now.
Hey, Asante Samuel Jr. He's out there. Alante Taylor's out there.
Alante Taylor's the one. Alante Taylor's the one.
Rasul Douglas is free agent.
Yeah, but there's a reason. It's the ghost of Rasul Douglas. So,
yeah, he's done.
There's a reason why that's there.
He's
but
a good corner, but now he's done.
I guess so. All right, that is the show this week. I'm hoping. Oh, before we get out of here, I need to have a score from you guys.
Bengals win 28-24.
Okay. Grant?
I got a Bears upset coming in. After all this stuff we're talking about complaining, I think they figure it out. But I see the defense still gives up a lot, so I'm going 35-28 Bears.
Bears 35?
Yep.
35?
Yep. I'm going above.
We only did borderline once. That's really it.
I think Ben Johnson can come up with some of this. I think he'll score 35 this week.
All right. I'm going Bears will win this game 24-21. And a field goal at the last second. Defense will play well enough. Trent Hendrickson will miss a sack. Caleb Williams throws the ball. DJ Moore, we do a fire drill, get the ball, kick a field goal to win the game 24-21.
Yeah. Who's kicking the field goal? Moody?
No, unfortunately not.
We need that. Like, much as Kyra Santos is accurate, we need power. We need a little bit more power in our kicker.
I agree there, but when he's been winning all these games for us, stick with your guy.
Yeah.
So I hope Flacco doesn't play. He is on the injury list. He is there, but if he's there, guys,
we're cooked. We're done.
I'm still saying we have an opportunity to win this game. I don't care who's there. We have a chance. But our defense is not terrible, but those defensive backs are so. But either way it goes, guys, we will be here next Tuesday talking about this Bear game, breaking it down, say if Caleb Williams played better, see if the defense played better, see if we had Tyree Stevenson play this game. Hopefully we get all those things. We'll be back here Tuesday celebrating the Bears win. Bear down. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard.